Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. Crazy J here once more. Just got in from being out with my friends, and one thing my friend said tonight, it was about football. And it kind of varies from going Yu-Gi-Oh to football, but yeah, this is where the idea came from. Um, she said same players in football have to run. They have to be on the ball all the time, and they have to get from A to B, as fast as possible. And this is where I connect Yu-Gi-Oh to this. I see all the top decks at the moment are going like shit from a chrome shovel. They're going faster and faster and faster, right? But if you slow them down, it might be a chance for something new to come up. That's where this idea comes from. Making a deck that could be as fast as that, but you can also slow your opponent down to a snail's pace. Or play the deck to make it go as slow as a snail's pace. And when you got your opponent in that situation where they can't do anything, that's where you turn it up and get faster and faster. Because she said when players are forced to go that slow, it's hard for them to speed back up. And I see this quite often in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you slow a deck down quite fast, it's a lot harder for them to catch up. And as you can see, I've got a little arrangement of cards out here set out. And I'm going to show you a few things. First off, Vanity's Fiend and Arco Christia. This was a crazy deck idea I played out a few months ago. I was playing against, at the time, Chaos Dragons. I kept bringing out Christia and Vanity's Fiend and Thunder King at the same time. And my opponent could not special summon, and the deck revolved around special summoning. And I thought this was a brilliant deck idea, but I couldn't get it to work properly. So this is like possibly one idea to make a deck, like not based on this, but a deck that slows the opponents down to a standstill. They can't special summon, they have to normal summon. And with 2-4 and 2-8, yeah, it's very hard to get around, even from a normal summon. 5-5 might be able to get around this, but as I said, it's going to be tricky for them to get around if you slow them down fast enough. Another deck I thought of would be Noble Rabbits. Noble Rabbits can get that speed quite quickly. Guan, Argus, and Rabbit. So your Rabbit go into that, and you use that and go into Emma to heal Shine, like put an Emma to heal energy in the deck. Make it go fast like that, and make it like a bit of an Emma to heal stun Noble Rabbit thing, which is a great idea. I might consider doing this idea over this. But the one thing I definitely want to try out first, which is the deck I spoke about in the last video, was this one. My Scrap Stun deck. This is going to be like a new version of the deck, where I took this as a similar version to this new idea to a tournament, and I came fourth in it. The only loss I had that day was against Dan Rabbit. I couldn't slow them down quick enough. But with some new additions like Ghost Gold Barkion, which looks very, very nice, a second Scrap Dragon, Scrap Twin, and just slow them down bit by bit. Other cards I thought would be useful for stunning would be some monsters. Snowman Eater, Fossil Dynamic, which I did run in this deck, which was quite good, and Thunder King, which I also ran in this deck. I did put Snowman Eater inside, but it did run quite well. And I thought, what other cards I could use to slow my opponent down? So I thought maybe next slot, spells. Dimensional Fissure and Mind Control. I know most people don't see Mind Control as a stun card, but it forces your opponent, you take your opponent's card and do what you need to do with it. Exceed, Synchro, whatever. But it's a way to get around the card and get cards on your side of the field quick. Dimensional Fissure helps against certain decks, and Dark Worlds, graveyard heavy base decks. So this could be a side, so I can go for maybe a Scrap Stun deck or Noble Rabbits to slow them down as stun. And then I thought maybe some traps that could help. Dimensional Prison, this could be one. It's got a bit of a more crease on it, but it's still pretty much good condition. Compulsory, Boundless, Warning, Phoenix Chain, and Royal Decree. I thought these lot would be helpful in a stun deck because stops traps, stops monster effects. So yeah, if you're running Dimensional Fissure, this could be a side in for effect favors. So that card could be quite useful. So stop your opponent's using effects, it can't attack, good card. In my personal opinion, I think it's better than Breakthrough Skill. I agree, it's the same kind of condition, you need to set this card before you use it, but I find it more useful than Breakthrough Skill because it stops the opponent once from use effect for the next couple of turns and can't attack. So I think this card is quite good. Compulsory, I've always loved Compulsory because yeah, bounce your opponent's monster, bounce their exceeds, do that. Boundless and Warnings. I know Warnings gone down to 1. To be honest, I always ran 1. And if I did run 2, it was I hated 1 and 2. But I'd rather run Boundless Trapple over this. So Boundless Trapple could be one of the 2 that I can run at 1 and maybe stun them through that way. Right. This is like Crazy J's little stun rant. Stun rant. Just for ideas and the way I can maybe next deck I could be possibly doing more like a stun deck. Maybe most likely it'd be Scrap Stun because I trust it and I play with it quite extensively. And I might go into this until I can figure out how to make a deck where these 2 can be summoned every turn and easy to control the field with this. I did run it with agents, like an agent stun deck, but it worked most of the time, like 80% of the time, but it wasn't consistent enough to keep my opponent down. Anywho, this is Crazy J's with his little stun idea. So it'd be like, I'll probably call it like Stun Rant or 8 Crazy J's rant on stun decks or stun ideas. Could be a stun deck idea, maybe. Nah, that's too fucking cheesy for my taste. Anyhow, I'll say adios amigos, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, P.S. I might be I said in a previous video I was going to upload the same video on Thursday morning. I didn't get a chance to this morning because I fell asleep and it didn't wake up until very late. Then I had to go out to see my friends. So, anywho, I'll say adios amigos once more. See you in the next video, and hopefully you guys have 3 videos for today. 1 new video for Tuesday. Might do another one during the weekend if I get time. And a video on Thursday morning with maybe with a deck profile of this or the Hazy Flame Kings. Okay, see you later, you guys on YouTube.